Let's be honest here. Most people believe that when memory starts slipping after 60 or 70, it's simply part of getting older. They think the brain just slowly fades. That forgetting names, misplacing keys, or walking into a room and wondering why you went there is just the price of aging. And once it starts, there's no real way to turn it around. That is the lie. Because your brain is not a fading machine. It's a living electrical network. A network powered by blood flow, minerals, oxygen, and something even more fascinating, tiny signals moving between billions of brain cells every single second. When those signals are strong, your mind feels clear, names come back quickly, memories feel sharp, conversations feel easy. But when those signals weaken, things feel foggy. Words get stuck on the tip of your tongue. You forget where you left your glasses, and you start wondering if something inside you is slowly shutting down. But here's the truth. Most people never hear. In many cases, the brain isn't losing memory. It's simply losing the fuel that allows memory signals to travel smoothly. And tonight, I'm going to show you a surprisingly simple switch that helps wake those signals back up. A small nightly habit, something you chew before bed, something that quietly supports the circulation and nerve communication your brain depends on. And for many people, the difference becomes noticeable within days, not years, not months, days. You might notice you wake up clearer. You remember conversations more easily. Even that little mental spark, the one that helps you feel like yourself again, starts returning. But to understand why this works, we have to talk about something most people overlook. Blood flow to the brain. Your brain only weighs about 3 pounds, yet it consumes about 20% of the oxygen and nutrients your body produces. Think about that for a moment. One small organ using 1/5 of your body's fuel. That means your brain depends on a steady river of circulation, fresh oxygen, healthy blood vessels, smooth communication between cells. When that river flows well, the brain thrives. When the flow slows down, the signals weaken and memory starts feeling slippery. Now here's something interesting. At night, while you sleep, your brain enters a repair cycle, a kind of nightly cleaning process. Old proteins get cleared away, cells recharge, connections strengthen. Scientists sometimes call this the brain's maintenance shift. But that repair system depends heavily on one thing: minerals, especially magnesium. Magnesium helps calm the nervous system. It helps relax blood vessels, and it helps support the electrical signals that allow neurons to talk to each other. Without enough magnesium, those signals can feel noisy, slower, less organized, which can affect sleep, focus, and memory. Now here's the fascinating part. There is one simple food many people chew before bed that naturally supports this process. Pumpkin seed, small, crunchy, often ignored. But inside those little seeds is a powerful combination of magnesium, zinc, healthy fats, and antioxidants that support brain communication and circulation. And when you chew them slowly before bed, something interesting happens. Your body absorbs those nutrients during the exact hours when your brain is repairing itself. It's like sending the maintenance crew extra tools right before the night shift begins. Mary discovered this almost by accident. Mary is 72, sharp woman, retired teacher, loved crossword puzzles and long conversations with her grandchildren. But over the past couple of years, she noticed something frustrating. Words were harder to read. Sometimes she'd start a story and lose the name she needed halfway through. She laughed it off at first, but privately, it worried her. One evening, she mentioned it to a friend during dinner. Her friend said something simple: try chewing pumpkin seeds before bed. Just a small handful. Mary laughed. It sounded almost too simple, but she tried it anyway. Every night, about an hour before sleep, She chewed a small handful slowly, not swallowing them quickly, actually chewing, letting the oils release. Within a few days, she noticed something surprising. Her sleep improved, and when sleep improves, something powerful happens inside the brain. Blood flow stabilizes, nerve communication strengthens. The brain clears away waste proteins more efficiently. Within a week, Mary felt clearer during the day. Her morning crossword puzzles felt easier. Names came back faster. Now, here's the part most people miss. It's not just about the seed. It's about what chewing does. Chewing activates nerves connected to the brainstem. Those nerves stimulate areas involved in alertness and memory. That's why chewing gum sometimes helps people concentrate. But natural foods like pumpkin seeds provide both stimulation and nutrients. It's like flipping two switches at the same time. Nerve activation, nutrient delivery. And this becomes especially powerful before sleep. Now, here's something you can try tonight. Before bed, take a small handful of pumpkin seeds, about a tablespoon, chew them slowly, not rushing. Let the natural oils release. This alone can support magnesium intake and stimulate the nerves connected to memory and alertness. Many people notice calmer sleep the same night. But here's something even more powerful that Mary added after the first week, and it made an even bigger difference. She paired those pumpkin seeds with something warm, a small cup of warm water, not hot, not cold, warm. Because warm liquids help blood vessels relax slightly, which supports circulation, including circulation to the brain during sleep. It's a tiny habit, but small signals repeated every night can create big shifts over time. Now, here's something fascinating about the brain most people never realize. Your brain cells communicate using tiny electrical sparks. These sparks travel across connections called synapses. When those connections are healthy, information flows quickly. But when circulation slows or minerals drop, those sparks weaken. It's like trying to run a lamp with a weak battery. The light flickers. That's what brain fog feels like. But when you restore the fuel, the light brightens again. Mary noticed another change around day 5. Her mornings felt different. Instead of that slow, foggy feeling when she first woke up, her mind felt ready. She described it in a simple way. It felt like my brain woke up with me again. And here's something interesting. She also started remembering dreams again. That's often a sign that sleep cycles are improving, which means the brain is completing its natural repair phases more efficiently. But pumpkin seeds were only one part of what helped her memory improve, because there's another everyday habit that can quietly drain brain circulation. And most people do it every single day without realizing it. Sitting too long, your brain depends on circulation, but circulation depends on movement. When you walk, your heart pumps more efficient. Blood moves upward toward the brain. Oxygen delivery improves. Even a 10-minute walk can increase circulation to the brain. Mary started doing something simple after dinner. A 10-minute walk around her block. Nothing intense, just gentle movement. This small routine supports digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and increases oxygen flow to the brain before sleep, which makes that nightly repair cycle even stronger. But there's also a common mistake many people make at night that quietly interferes with memory. Late night sugar, cookies, ice cream, sweet snack. They create sudden spikes in blood sugar followed by crashes. Those swings can interfere with sleep and reduce the quality of the brain's repair cycle. Mary replaced her evening dessert with pumpkin seeds and herbal tea. Within days, her sleep became deeper. And deeper sleep means stronger memory consolidation. Now, before we continue, if this has already given you ideas you can use tonight, take a second to like this video and subscribe. This channel is all about simple habits that help your body work the way it was designed to. Now let's keep going. Because the next thing Mary discovered might be even more important than the seeds themselves. And it has to do with breathing. Most people breathe too shallowly, especially in the evening when stress builds up. Shallow breathing reduces oxygen delivery to the brain. But there's a simple breathing pattern that helps restore calm signals in the nervous system. Slow inhale through the nose, slow exhale through the mouth, and make the exhale longer than the inhale. This tells the nervous system it's safe to relax. When the body relaxes, blood vessels widen slightly, circulation improves, and the brain receives the oxygen it needs. During sleep, Mary began doing 5 slow breaths before bed. Just 5. Seeds, warm water, 5 breaths. Within 10 days, something remarkable happened. She felt like the mental fog had lifted. Her conversations felt smoother. Her confidence returned. And here's something important to understand. Your body is not a worn-out machine. It's more like a classic car, a beautifully designed engine built to run smoothly for decades. But if you use the wrong fuel, skip maintenance, and ignore the warning lights, performance drops. Not because the engine is broken, but because it needs the right condition. When you give that engine clean fuel, steady movement, and proper care, it runs beautifully again. Your brain works the same way. You might be wondering right now, can something this simple really make a difference? The answer is yes, when small habits work together. And there's another small addition to this nightly routine that strengthens memory signals even more. It's something found in a food most people already have in their kitchen. And when Mary added this, the clarity she felt became even stronger, because that next piece is something most people completely overlook. Your brain runs on communication, not just nutrients. Communication. Signals traveling from one cell to another millions of times every second. And for those signals to travel smoothly, your brain needs something very simple: healthy fats. Now, don't let the word fat scare you. Your brain is actually made of nearly 60% fat. Those fats form the protective coating around nerve cells, the insulation that allows electrical signals to move quickly and clearly. When that insulation becomes weak or inflamed, signals slow down. That's when you feel that frustrating pause during a conversation. The moment when you know the word, but it just won't come out. Mary noticed this happening more often before she started her new routine. But there was another small food she began adding with her pumpkin seeds that quietly supported those brain signals. Walnuts, just 2 or 3 halves, that's all. If you've ever looked closely at a walnut, you might have noticed something interesting. It actually looks like a tiny brain. Nature has a funny way of leaving clues. Walnuts contain omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and polyphenols that support brain circulation and nerve communication. But the key isn't eating a handful during the day. The real magic happens when they're eaten in the evening, because during sleep, your brain is repairing those very connections. Mary began chewing 2 walnut halves along with her pumpkin seeds before bed. Again, slowly chewing, not rushing. That combination created a powerful nutrient package for the brain's overnight repair cycle. Magnesium from the pumpkin seeds, omega-3 fats from the walnuts, and calm breathing to support oxygen flow. Within a few days, she noticed something fascinating. Conversations felt easier. She wasn't searching for words as often. Her grandson even noticed something. One afternoon, he said, "Grandma, you finished that whole puzzle faster than me." Mary laughed, but inside, she felt relieved, because the confidence that comes with a clear mind is something people rarely talk about. When memory improves, something deeper happens. You trust yourself again. Now let's talk about something else that quietly drains memory power, and almost everyone does it every night. Looking at bright screens right before bed. Phones, television, tablets. Bright blue light tells the brain something important. It tells the brain it's still daytime. When that happens, the body reduces the release of melatonin, the hormone that triggers deep sleep. And without deep sleep, the brain can't complete its nightly cleaning cycle. Think of sleep like the janitor's shift at a large building. During the day, activity fills the rooms, but at night, the cleaning crew moves in. They remove waste, reset systems, prepare everything for the next day. Your brain does the same thing. It clears metabolic waste, reorganizes memories, strengthens neural pathways. But if sleep is shallow, that cleanup job never finishes. Mary started doing something simple 1 hour before bed. She turned off the television, put her phone away, and allowed the lights in the house to dim. At first, it felt strange, but within a few nights, she noticed she fell asleep faster. And when sleep becomes deeper, the brain's repair work becomes stronger. Now, here's another small habit that can quietly improve memory signal: hydration. Your brain is about 75% water. Even mild dehydration can slow down circulation and affect concentration. Many people drink coffee in the morning, tea in the afternoon, but very little water throughout the day. Mary started drinking 1 extra glass of water in the afternoon, not late at night, just earlier in the day. This simple habit helped maintain stable blood flow to the brain, which supports clearer thinking. But there's something else that plays a surprisingly powerful role in memory: sunlight. Morning sunlight. When natural light enters your eyes in the morning, it resets your body's internal clock. That clock controls hormones, sleep cycles, and even digestion. Mary started stepping outside each morning for 5 minutes, just 5. She stood on her porch with her coffee and let the morning light reach her eye. Within a week, her sleep timing became more consistent. She felt sleepy at the right time. She woke up refreshed. And when sleep cycles align with natural light, memory consolidation becomes stronger. Now think about how these habits begin connecting together. Morning sunlight resets the body clock. Gentle walking increases blood flow. Healthy fats nourish brain cells. Pumpkin seeds provide magnesium for nerve signal. Calm breathing relaxes the nervous system. And deep sleep allows the brain to repair itself. This is what scientists call synergy. Small habits working together, one supporting the next. And that synergy is far more powerful than any single pill. Remember the classic car we talked about earlier? Imagine a beautiful vintage engine sitting in a garage. If the fuel is poor, the spark plugs are dirty, and the oil is low, the engine struggles. But when you give that engine clean fuel, smooth oil flow, and proper care, it hums beautifully. Your brain works the same way. You might be thinking right now, I'm already in my 70s. Maybe it's too late. Mary thought the same thing. But the brain has something called neuroplasticity. That simply means your brain can still adapt, still repair, still strengthen connections, even later in life, but it needs the right environment. Now imagine a simple daily rhythm like this: morning sunlight, a calm breakfast, gentle movement during the day, good hydration, limited sugar at night, a short evening walk. Then before bed, pumpkin seeds, 2 walnut halves, a small cup of warm water, 5 slow breaths, lights dim, screens off, sleep arrives natural. And while you sleep, your brain does what it was designed to do: repair, restore, reconnect. Within days, many people begin noticing subtle changes: clearer mornings, better recall, conversations flowing more easily, confidence returning, because memory is not just about the brain, it's about circulation, sleep, nerve, communication, and the environment you give your body each day. Now, it's important to remember something. If you ever notice sudden or severe memory changes, always speak with a healthcare professional. Wisdom means knowing when to ask for help. But for many people, memory struggles are not permanent damage. They are signals that the brain needs: better fuel, better circulation, and better rest. When those signals are answered, something beautiful happens. Your body begins listening again. You wake up feeling sharp. You move through conversations without hesitation. You feel more present with the people you love. And that is what real health after 60 or 70 truly means. Not chasing youth, but protecting clarity, protecting independence, protecting the simple joy of a mind that works with you, not against you. Because when your mind is clear, life opens up again. Stories flow. Laughter feels natural. Moments become easier to enjoy. If you want to go deeper into the habits that protect your brain, strengthen your memory, and support long life, watch the next video on the screen right now. It's called Longevity Lane with Dr. Mandell. That video connects the dots between circulation, nutrition, and the daily rhythms that help the body stay strong for decades. Until then, take care of your brain, respect your nightly rhythm, trust the quiet intelligence of your body, and give it the signals it needs to stay sharp, vibrant, and alive.